Majority of the food that we eat comes from farms, food manufacturers, and other large-scale industries where the food we find in our grocery stores and restaurants is produced. Food safety, even though it may seem easy to monitor, has a lot of moving parts that all must be working together to decrease the spread of foodborne illnesses and help promote safe food handling techniques. There are regulatory agencies set in place like the Food and Drug Administration who make sure that food is being processed and distributed safely. They also inspect imported foods to ensure it meets the United States safety standards.
One big piece of practicing food safety is notifying the public and making sure we are educated on how to follow safe food handling techniques. This really helps to decrease the amount of bacteria we might be ingesting if we weren't following these. There are 4 core ways that are frequently used to help fight bacteria and practice food safety. These 4 cores are clean, separate, cook, and chill. We're going to break each of them down to discuss their importance. Clean. When handling food, it is essential to keep your hands, cooking surfaces, utensils, and towels clean and disinfected since the human skin is naturally covered with bacteria. Make sure to follow all proper hand washing steps like scrubbing your hands with soap for 20 seconds.
Then we must separate. Keeping raw foods and ready-to-eat foods separate from each other helps prevent cross-contamination by spreading bacteria. If you are using a cutting board, always cut the raw meat and after either wash the board, knife, and your hands thoroughly or use a new cutting board. Then we are cooking. To cook the food, we must use a food thermometer to test the internal temperatures of the foods we are cooking. The USDA tells us to wash the thermometer between readings to prevent bacteria from spreading from the uncooked foods to the finished products. Lastly, we chill the food. Making sure food is chilled starts as soon as you get it from the grocery store. You must make sure that the food does not sit out without being refrigerated for too long since this can reduce its freshness. Get an insulated bag or ice chest to keep the food from going bad if you're going to run errands after. Now that we know the 4 ways to practice food safety and fight off bacteria in our homes, we are ready to further decrease the spread of foodborne illnesses. Food safety is essential to our everyday lives, and making sure that we can take the steps to practice this will only benefit us in regard to our health.